Hi, welcome to Workpay. This is a Workpay demo. Workpay is a HRIS, HR and payroll system that is automating HR and payroll processes. On my far left, you're able to see different modules that have been able to automate. That includes employee information management, payroll management, expense management, leave management, benefits administration, payments, disbursements, reports, time and attendance, assets, and documents. We try to customize as much as we can for specific clients. So under settings, you'll be able to customize specific information about your organization, different users. This is where you're able to determine different roles and permissions that you grant into your admin access. Under payroll, you'll be able to set different aspects. Again, that's around allowances, deductions, your net salary, rather your salary rates, and categories that covers areas around trainings, areas around assets. You'll be able to specify specific assets and specific trainings that your employees can take up. And the leave here, you're able to specify different leave types and different categories in regards to their limit in terms of days. What is the accrual? Do you allow negative leave balances? What are your leave approval processes? Are they multi-level, etc.? Employee self-service portal, definitely available, time and attendance, and you'll be able to always have access to your billing. Beyond that, you'll be able to specify specific employment types within your organization. If an employee is on a permanent, what is their employee prefix, employee number prefix? What is the payment frequency? Do you deduct an HIF and SSF pay? If someone is a consultant, then you're also able to categorize under withholding. All that you'll be able to customize before onboarding employees. The other bit is employee onboarding. This one, we have three ways of categorizing it. So that means that you're able to add an individual employee that is one by one. This redirects you to a form where you'll be able to put in personal details, employment details, salary, payment, documents, next of kin, emergency contacts, issue assets, and any legal information. Bulk upload is also available on the CSV file that is compatible with the system that captures similar information, that is the specific employee information around their personal, education, their payment information, the employment information, the emergency contacts, the next of kin, etc. Beyond that, once you set up all that information about the employees will be able to activate them. You'll be able to have a filter around active employees, employees that are on leave, on notice of exit, pending, inactive, employees that have exited, employees that have been deleted from the system, and all the employees that you've ever uploaded in the system. You'll be able to filter by department, by designation, by employment type. Under a specific employee, you'll be able to see the information, the profile information, the education information, payroll information, contact persons, referees. You're also able to edit if you have admin access under editing rights. That's it around employee information. Again, under trainings, you're able to set up different trainings. You'll be able to filter and say ongoing, pending, completed. You'll be able to exit an employee. Here, you're able to set up an exit workflow. You'll put in the exit date, exit reason, the narration, and of course, specify which particular employee you're exiting. This one is linked to payroll because their exit date will be their last date on the payroll, and it will be calculated. Again, if an employee has assets, then you're able to relieve them of their assets first before exiting. The system will not allow you to exit an employee before that. Again, around leave, it will calculate the leave liability, that is their annual leave liability, and that will be incorporated on the payroll as well. Since I mentioned there's a workflow, so once that is initiated, it comes under pending, there's an approval process if it's rejected, and then all the exits that have been prompted. You'll have a list of line managers whereby you'll see all the line managers and the people that report to them. Under payroll, these are 100% compliant, are a very quick actions here. So you'll be able to set up different allowances, deductions, and specify if you have any specific allowances and deductions within your organization, and also determine whether they are taxed or taxed, so that when you're calculating the fringe benefit tax, then you're able to get an accurate fringe benefit report for you to be able to be compliant. Once you set up all that, remember we had already set up an employee's basic salary. All you need to do is set up your payroll period. For example, here I just pick that these are on the May 31st. So that's the whole month. How many branches are you paying? Are you paying all the branches, or do you want to run different payrolls for different branches? You can exempt a specific employee. And then after that, you just click on the run. So once you run that particular payroll, it comes under pending payrolls. It means that a payroll is pending approval. So you can see there are a few actions here. You can do the master roll for consultants, approve, cancel a payroll, warrants report, and project warrants report. Once a payroll is fully approved, then it comes under category past payrolls. Category past payrolls shows all the payrolls that have already been approved. And at this particular point, once a payroll has been marked as paid, that's when employees are able to access the pay slips on their ends. You're able to disapprove a payroll at this point. You're able to view pay slips for all the employees. etc. So as you can see on this particular payroll, you have a breakdown for all the payrolls that have been run. You can see the monthly, bi-weekly, weekly. So we have a breakdown whereby you're able to run a month payroll once a month, twice a month, or even 4 times a month. That is on a weekly basis. Our payroll is 100% compliant. Any aspects around any changes, for example, what we'll be recently having about NHIF, we already have the NSSF changes incorporated. If there are any changes from the statutory bodies, Workpay always affects them as per the effective date communicated by these respective bodies. You'll have access to payslips. Employees have that as well, but you have a feature for bulk downloading or auto-emailing all your employees, as well as P9 forms that should be very straightforward as well. Under expense management, here employees are able to request reimbursements on their end, falls under category requested. Once it is approved, disapproved, paid, and you will see all of them. You can filter by date, by branches, employees, and even by receipt status. When an employee is submitting a request for reimbursement or even any petty cash management, then there's always a provision for a receipt under this particular category. Right here, you're able to add a receipt and add as many. This expense management module is B2B, B2C enabled. So you're able to pay to your suppliers and even pay to your employees. That is pay to an M-Pesa number, to a bank account, to a pay bill number, to a till number, etc. Beyond that, we have leave requests. Here under leave management, employees are able to request for leave. It comes under category submitted and then goes through an approval process. You'll see employees that are currently actively on leave, how many have been disapproved, how many have been attended, and all the leave requests. You can use leave scheduling if you have a big team and you always schedule leave for specific months for specific employees, and that directly affects employee leave days. And the benefits, you're able to effect pension, rent, ESOPs, shares in the organization, life insurance, mortgage relief. Any of these will be able to set up directly, and if any have reliefs, then those are reflected on an employee's payee, and they reflect at the end of the year on the P9 form. Covering payments, Workpay is able to push payments or disburse payments externally. That is, I mentioned B2B, B2C. So under here, you'll be able to see balances. This is a mobile wallet. You'll be able to load your mobile wallet. About that, you'll be able to load your mobile wallet. So under payments, you'll be able to see your balances under your mobile wallet. Workpay is multi-currency, so we have the Kenya shillings, euro, pound, and USD, and any other local currency for different countries. So under that, you'll be able to see your balances on all your wallets, and then under bulk payments, you're able to disperse bulk payments, and bulk import, or add an individual payment record. Once you initiate a payment, then it shows you the total amount that you need to push out. To prevent fraud, we usually send a one-time password, that is an OTP, to a specified password. They get it via email and via text message that they're able to auto-fill, and that particular payment is disbursed. Then under statutory payments, you're able to pay aspects around payee, NHIF, and SSF. So for payee, once you file your report, then you're able to put in the amount, which month you're paying for, and the PRN number, which is the unique number generated during filing your reports. NHIF, same thing, by product number and the amount of the month, and then NSSF captures the unique payslip number. This is a language that is very common to the accountants. So that is what you'll be using, and then you'll receive a receipt showing what you have already been able to pay. You'll get an account statement. This shows you a breakdown of everything that has already been disbursed, including transaction costs. So around our payments module, about transaction cost, any payment between 0 shillings to 2,500 is 30 shillings in regards to transaction cost. 2,500 to 10,000 is 50 shillings, and anything beyond 10,000 is 100 shillings. Salary disbursements per employee is 100 shillings. So if you're paying 10 employees, then you expect to incur a cost of 1,000 shillings as transaction costs. And our reports, you'll be able to generate different reports. All our reports are compliant. So in regards to just generating your statutory reports, you just use them as they are. File your reports. All these reports are available within the system, and an audit log that shows all the admin access and all the admin actions in case there's more than one admin. And the time and attendance, very straightforward. We have 3 ways of capturing this. We have our clock in, clock out on our mobile platform. We also have integration with biometric devices, whether facial or fingerprint. Again, we have QR codes that are generated and scanned using our mobile app, whereby to pick the name of the employee, the location, and the time that they are actually logging in. This one is implemented and very easy to use. Under assets, you'll create company assets and assign them to specific employees. Under documents, you'll be able to add specific documents, and also employees will be able to upload those specific documents on their end. We are currently building up on our performance management as well as applicant tracking system. So that should be very, very easy. I think that would be that around Workpay. Employees are able to access their portal. This is what it would look like on their end, whereby they're able to manage their own information. That is around leave requests, expense requests, salary advance requests, loan requests, savings, overtime, access to their payslips, P9 forms, trainings that have been assigned to them, their KPIs, and any documents that are already sitting in their account. That is both company and employee specific documents. So under that, employees are able to 100% be able to manage that. They'll also be able to track specific workflows around leave approvals, where their leave approval is at, expense management, where their expense management is at, salary advance, their loans, their savings, overtime, so that you don't have a lot of back and forth with employees. All that information is readily available to them. I think that would be that. We have 2 interfaces. Of course, I had mentioned at the beginning, the admin access with different roles and permissions, and the employee access with specific module specific to the employee. Again, you're able to manage multi-country, you're able to manage branches. For example, here you'd have your specific company and then different branches, or you can even have as many companies under one particular account, and then you're able to switch from one branch to the other, or just cover the entire company. I think that's elaborate enough. Let me know if you have any questions. My name is Juliana Namu, Senior Business Development Executive.